All right, guys, we're back for another podcast. I know we talked about this before, Wadapalooza. We did an episode on each of our channels. We started with mine, went to Jason's, finished on Dallin's, and then we did some live streaming during Wadapalooza on my channel. But I think going forward, we're going to keep it here on our channel and see if we can make this thing grow. But we're going to stick with it. We're going to be releasing videos every Monday from here on out. With us, and we're going to be trying to have guests on as much as we possibly can. We got someone coming on this show in like 15 or 20 minutes, and I don't have a watch on, so in 15 or 20 minutes, someone's coming on, and we'll keep that going throughout the thing. But
how long do y'all think we stay? How long do you think we were committed to this?
We committed to this?
How many episodes?
The test is really going to happen once like the Open World Fitness Project like semifinals start, because we got to stay committed to this.
It's going to be July, in that dark period of the year.
Yeah.
Maybe this will be a good thing. Like
keep it lighthearted.
Like we can share our struggles.
What's going to happen is like just like it was before.
I hate July.
At Wadapalooza on that car ride with you guys. That's what's going to start happening as we get closer to competition. We're all going to be really quiet. We're not going to talk about our training.
The best month for everybody else. They're on like the lake having a great time, and I'm just
I miss boating so much.
The first week of July, the 4th of July is my favorite holiday. It's like always what I looked forward to as a kid. We'd go to my grandma's neighbor, like it was a family friend. Big pool party, homemade root beer, homemade ice cream.
Grandma's neighbor, lit.
It was the best day, and then I would always have like a baseball tournament over the same weekend, hanging out with all my buddies. And that is always the hardest week of training every single year. It is like you're just buried. It's hot. The end isn't quite in sight yet.
Yeah. You're like hitting like week 5 and 6 of like games training where it starts to get real.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. But we're gonna stick with this. Long story short, we're committed. You guys keep us accountable.
Committed.
We're committed, but that means we got to come up with a name.
We need some encouragement. We need some encouragement when through the tough times.
Yeah.
Yes, but
July 1st, everyone set a reminder.
Yes. Yeah.
Send us a message.
But we need to come up with a name. We've been trying real hard. Last episode we talked about it a bit, but Dallas, can you pull up the comments from the last video? We need to go through, and I actually haven't looked at any of them yet about what people said. So hopefully there are comments. Have you guys looked yet of the last video?
I
have not.
I looked a couple days ago. I haven't seen any new ones. Okay.
The podcast, just us. We need some original names. Guys, I'm blind.
I do want to address this one. I want to address this one from David. Down is overestimating how hard it is to break 60 in a scramble. I've done it multiple times in a 4-man scramble from plus 6,300 yards. Yes, it was 4-man, but we're not that good. All average mid-80s. A 2-man from the Chicks tees when one of the men is world class. Cakewalk. Jason is not a mid-80s guy. First.
Yes, I am.
What do you guys think about? Like, what do you think?
Dallin, you've seen me play golf, dude. Come on, bro.
What do you think us three could break from women's tees scramble best ball?
75.
Oh, we're breaking.
No.
I think we could break 70.
Could break 70.
I say we do it.
We should do it.
We should film that. That would be good. Dude, one time Jason posted that he shot a 68, and like for about 10 minutes, I fully believed it.
Because I did?
No, you did not.
Were you there?
No.
So. None of y'all were there, actually. So,
who was there?
Me. Myself.
All matters.
And I.
Okay. Next comment. Sorry, I was reading them. I wasn't listening to you guys. Someone said a podcast name is like a band name. It's not the name that's good. It's the band that makes it good. So that's where we need to go into this. That's the approach we're going to take.
Okay.
Here's some examples. The PODIUM Pals, if we want to count Rogue. 3-rep max. The Wadcast. Burpees and barbells. Fittest on air. RX and chill. Pause. Box Boys. Barbell Brothers. Any thoughts?
I do like the PODIUM boys since Rogue was Games 2.0.
Yes, 2.0.
I think we gotta wait another year, maybe. Can't quite join the club yet.
I forgot Dallas went and added Jason getting tased with the video. Great visual for everyone watching.
That was so good.
The frame by frame is amazing.
Yes.
If you guys haven't got a chance to do that. Let's see. The name game needs to be in every episode. We'll play a fun game at the end of every episode.
Yeah. If you guys did not see, the last episode had some great highlights with Jason getting tased. So please go watch that
check it
if
out.
you guys have not. Or just like make it the intro. Just Jason getting tased.
I think it's on my last Wadapalooza vlog.
Yeah.
Someone says
Filling the
Kate
Ditch
says, Filling the
podcast?
Ditch podcast instead of the hole.
If you don't know about that, you got to go watch our first episode. Probably the best one yet, by the way.
Yeah. No rep, no stretch podcast.
The boys. Jason, what's the name that you were thinking? Or is
I
it a
honestly
secret?
haven't put a whole lot of thought
Jason,
into it.
so we're obviously in a group chat and we're talking about this podcast and like we're like training, going through it. I go back and it's like Jason Hopper has changed the name of this group chat and it's like 5 different times and he's changed it to like 5 different names. And okay, guys, I'm done.
Every time he changes it, he just sends the eyes emoji. He's like, "What do you guys think?" Oh,
And then no
maybe
response.
this is it. And then
No response from anyone. So if that tells you anything, I'm the only one that cares about the name of this. I'm invested. I'm invested, y'all. And they're not playing their role, so.
Podcast name: DJs. Simple, clean. Champ, and friends. 3 Kings podcast. Isn't that a game? 3 Kings.
I have no idea. Anyways, I think we're going to go through this and then we're going to select like the top 4 that we can think of and we'll post it to our stories or something and then you guys vote and we'll start narrowing it down to like the top 2 and then we're going to make a decision. We'll have a decision by what? Next
Reps and riffs.
Reps and riffs?
Reps and what?
Riffs. Like riff off each other, you know. No. Okay, sorry. Justin, continue. Bad idea. Whoever's comment that was, bad idea. It wasn't even me, guys.
But we'll go through. We'll pick a bunch of them. Shout out to you guys for freaking putting in all this effort. But we'll go through. We'll select our top 4 or 5. We'll put them all up on our stories. Maybe each of us will select 4 different ones. And then we'll post that. And then the most liked one, we'll keep narrowing it down. We'll make brackets. Best names.
You're describing it as if like the winner will be the name of it. Can you let them know that it's not 100% promise that will be
it's not
the name?
100% promise because people are going to troll us and they're going to pick the worst name.
You guys could really do us dirty if you. Yeah.
We just want your guys' input and we want to make you guys feel like you're involved, even though you might not be. We might have already had the name. Who knows? But yeah, it'll be good. How long until our guest is coming on?
I think like 5 to 8 minutes. 5 to 8
All right,
minutes.
guys. Let's put in the work now.
I have something exciting, probably potentially no one cares about, but something I got today.
What'd you get?
So I love sparkling water. I love diet sodas. I love bubbles. I love Rain because Rain is like extra crispy. I got a Ninja Thristi. Have you seen those?
What's a Ninja Thristi?
So you know, like
Does it make slushies?
No, carbonated water. Like it fizzes the
Oh,
water.
I definitely saw one of those.
I have not.
You can control. So with this one, so there's like a Soda Stream, right? Have you heard of that
Yeah.
one?
Don't
That
you
one's
put
like-
it in there and press?
I mean, we're not all from Utah, so we're not
Yeah,
all into
see-
this carbonated soda stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let me talk. Okay. With the Ninja Thristi, you can control the carbonation and how much flavor goes in, and you do the water so it comes out cold. It's like a soda machine, and they have the flavoring tastes just like soda. It's incredible. Right here, sparkling water, little grape relight. It's like grape soda.
That's cool.
That's crazy. Well, where do you get the flavors? Do they have like their own flavors, or do you have to like
Bingo.
put it
Yeah,
in?
You see right there. The
Then you
Like,
paid
that one's- that one might be the-
$129 for soda?
It was a Christmas present. Listen,
Have you bought a
I'm
PS5
actually-
yet, though?
I'm
Have you bought a
actually
PS5?
probably-
I did.
Have you bought a PS5
I
yet?
bought a PS5. Jason has been pressuring us to buy a PS5, and I think we're going to stream, which I don't even know what that really means. I haven't played. The last gaming console I've owned is a PlayStation 2, and I think the only game I had was MX versus ATV Unleashed.
That's a good
So
one.
Awesome game.
it's so good.
10 out of 10.
It's honestly the best. So it's going to go hard. I heard we're going to be playing COD and stuff like that. So Call of Duty.
Oh, man.
So yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. I have this thing though, which like I feel like I keep things pretty PG, but like when I play games, I have such a dirty mouth. It's so bad.
I think you told us the story. It
Yeah,
was-
you told us that.
Dude, I say words that I don't even know what they are and what they mean. This words that
Yeah,
I've never had.
Tell
in my
us that one word that you
vocabulary
told
ever.
us about.
I think I'm gonna pass. I was talking to Ellie about it today, and I was like, I think I might get canceled when me and Jason start streaming. Because when someone ends up shooting me like 10 times in a row in like a 3-minute window, like it's not gonna go good. Because I was
There's a
that
mute
kid-
option.
I was that kid when, like, on the playground when you guys played games, and then I started losing, and I just would start freaking raging and just quit before it ended, so that I didn't actually
That you
lose.
didn't actually lose.
I mean, pretty much Jason now was me in like 5th grade.
Don't rage,
I feel
bro.
left
Don't
out.
rage.
Have you
Don't
haven't-
feel left out.
No,
bro.
I haven't-
We
I
are.
haven't.
We have
I ordered
literally
it.
been telling you to do this. Don't
I
feel
ordered it
left
today.
out.
I feel left out, like, because of myself. Does that make you feel better?
No, just buy it, dude. What are you waiting for?
It's going to be good. I'm actually excited about it, but
You think that PS5 is gonna hold you back, bro?
There was a moment.
Think that's
over
gonna be the thing that
weekend-
keeps you off the podium, huh? The PS5.
There was
You're
a
gonna chalk
moment
it up to
over the
PS5?
weekend. It was like 8 p.m. and I had a minute. Didn't have
Have
anything going
discipline,
on.
bro. Just have discipline. That's
Took
literally
my-
the answer.
I
It's
got my
literally it.
checklist. I got my checklist done, and I texted Jason. I said, "Man, actually, I wish I could play some PS5 right now." And he sends a picture in his headset. Doesn't say a thing.
yeah, I think the thing that's great
I'll
about
send you
it
the link.
is like, I'll probably play most evenings, but you guys are 2 hours ahead of me. So like regardless, I'm gonna be able to like you guys go to bed at midnight. It's 10 p.m. I'm chilling, you know.
So
I'm
you're
like,
gonna
alright,
keep us up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the plan. This is strategy. I'm playing the long game here.
We're
But-
playing at 4 p.m. your time.
Yeah,
Finish
it's been
your
good. But yeah,
Do
we.
you think people would actually watch us play video games?
I don't know if they're here to watch people play, like, be good at video games. They're definitely not watching the stream that I'm on. But if you guys want to be entertained, baby, this will be the stream for you.
All right, well,
It'll be good because I'm gonna celebrate way too hard. When you stream, do we play against each other or on the same team?
no, it'll be on the
How's
same
that-
team.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna say because I'm gonna get murked over and over again by Jason.
I'll carry us. I'll carry us.
Yeah, he definitely will be carrying us.
Well, anybody watching this, please pressure Dallin to buy the game.
It's gonna
Or
be
else
good.
it'll just be me and Justin.
Okay, I'll do it.
Which is fine. I mean, hey, no stress, no.
It's gonna
I'll
be
buy
lit.
it.
We'll be chilling.
I'll buy it for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, for yourself.
For
hey,
Corinne.
hey, I'll just. I don't.
Corinne, we'll buy you some
Hey,
games
how about
on there.
this? I'll buy-
There's Fortnite.
I bet you mine hasn't gone through yet, so I'll just cancel it, and then I'll order one for you, and then you order one for me for Valentine's Day.
That's cute.
This is it.
This is it.
I will
This is
buy
the plan.
everybody headsets.
Perfect, baby. That'll be good. Freaking before this, I like just ordered like a new Rogue order, which we're gonna be releasing a new gym tour because it's been like 2 years and the gym has definitely gotten a lot more stuff. But I had to get 820 pounds of sand because I got a bunch more sandbags. So I just spent the past like 90 minutes filling sandbags.
Dude,
What's your heaviest
sandbags
sandbag?
is-
It's so bad. Just a 200, but I got this. I like went through the Rogue site. They have a billion sandbags. I feel like there's so many different shapes and sizes, but there was one that I thought was like unique. So I think it'd be pretty interesting to like try to lift if it came up in competition. But it's called the Tombstone. It's like looks like a freaking tombstone. It's like really big, long rectangle. So like it'd be like really floppy going forward. So I got one of those, and then just like a bunch of like the ones that you use it like pause.
I tried not to laugh.
Damn. But we used like the ones we got like at High Rocks, like those little ones you like toss over and run with. I got like a bunch of different ones, but we'll be announcing that. But I thought of a cool idea, and I'm gonna count how much weight we have in the gym, including like barbells, sandbags, kettlebells, dumbbells, all of it. And the person that is the closest at guessing the number, I'm going to send them a barbell. So
That's a good idea.
You guys think about it. Go back and watch the videos. Take some guesses. We got some heavy kettlebells. I got a bunch of sandbags. We got barbells, all of it. So we're going to be doing that. So
Whoa.
Our guest.
Professor.
Oh, am I in? I'm in. Okay. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if I was. Anyway, we're here. This is great.
We're here. We're going. I was just telling them that I'm going to do a gym tour, and I was like super surprised. I went and I counted all the barbells that I have in my gym, because I got just ordered a Rogue order and a couple more barbells, and I couldn't find a place for them to go, so I had to order another rack. So then I counted how many barbells I had. I have 30 barbells in there. I was like, oh my gosh. So then I started thinking, and we're going to do like another gym tour. And I was like, I want to count how much weights I have in here, like poundage, like including sandbags, kettlebells, barbells, plates. And then the person that guesses the closest, I'm going to send a barbell. So maybe you can get a barbell, Brent.
Brent might get it.
I know, Brent actually might get it spot on.
I'll be.
Brent's a big numbers guy.
I'll send you
some
barbell.
We have
that
a question
says
for you, Brent.
That
we have
says
a question
the professor.
for you, Brent.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's maybe I'll just dig through all the YouTube videos and just do the math. But yeah, question me up, Jason Hopper.
Icebreaker. This will be the icebreaker. Brent.
What's your favorite color?
No.
Favorite color.
There is a bowl in front of you, and it is filled with 1,000 grapes. Each grape you eat, you get $50,000. But there's one grape that is poisonous and will immediately kill you. How many grapes are you going to eat?
What kind of death is that, by the way? What kind of death?
No grapes?
No grapes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no grapes.
Come on, bro. You're a risk taker, bro.
Jason texted us. It
seems
30.
like he's a fulfilled man.
I'm taking 100. I'm taking 100. Let's play. Let's play. What are the odds? If I win,
400.
Huh?
Corinne said 400 grapes.
Yeah, right. She's not doing that.
How many are there? 1,000?
There's 1,000.
1,000, bro. You can eat 100.
400's pushing it. Like that's really pushing your luck.
I'm just gonna live life on the edge, and I'm just taking one, getting my 50 grand, buy myself a freaking little like
No, you're
new
not,
truck or
dude.
something.
No, you're not.
Peacing out. Dude, I think what's gonna happen though is you eat one, and then you're good. And you're like, oh shit. All right, so maybe one more.
Yeah, I think if you're in for one, you got to do at
Literally
least
did
5.
What
All
if-
right, Jason.
Yeah.
We all have to do it, but we go one at a time. I go first. I take one grape. Dead.
Then I get to eat all of them because there's no more.
No. But then you have a new bowl.
Oh.
You have a new fresh bowl. How many you eating? Does that
the
change?
odds that I also grab, it's probably higher because you already died.
So how many?
Because I'm like, surely there won't be a back-to-back death.
Yeah. Well, that's the same guy that goes to the casino with roulette and thinks, look at all these blacks in a row. It must be redneck. Now, is that how stats really work? There's an interesting discussion to be made there. But
Me and Jason.
That's literally how
casino,
literally how we gambled the other day.
at FitFest in Birmingham.
There was 5 blacks. I was like, dude, surely not.
Guess what?
Dub.
We lost all our money.
All right.
Wait, Brent, are you really only taking 0?
yeah, I'd be taking 0. Yeah.
Come on,
He's
dude.
got kids, dude.
I got a kid.
But think about what you could do with their kid.
That's their college fund. Hey, 3 grapes, dude. College.
This could be
Done.
generational, bro. You're being selfish, bro. You're being selfish.
Dude, you eat 3 or 4
You're
grapes.
thinking about yourself, bro.
Put that in a
Think about
like
your
a
kids'
frickin-
kids, bro.
Put it in an account. Interest.
Now,
she's
well,
like what 4?
Here's the
By the time
question:
she's 21.
If you die, does the money it's in a trust for whoever?
Yeah,
you
it
get
goes
well?
to your family. It goes to your family.
You can do whatever you want with it.
Okay, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just making sure it's not you know, because that might change for some people. That might change it,
Yeah,
right?
you're just going till
The money
going
goes
broke.
too, right? So,
Yeah.
but if you're like, oh, you know, I could just keep eating till I die, and that's, you know, donate it all to charity.
If you don't take anything less than 100, you're wrong. By the way,
10% chance.
10% chance, bro. 10% chance.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of money, but 10%'s like actually pretty high.
Someone said that they're eating in the I was reading the comments. I like to read comments.
Is it live right now too?
Oh, we're not live.
No, sorry.
No.
Oh yeah, which is fine.
I was
It's
about to say, I was like, Dallin, what?
We
Yeah,
saw
that's
this
why.
on
On the
Instagram.
Oh,
and
okay,
then
yeah.
we're
Someone
taking
had
it.
said I would eat 1,000, and I was like, wow.
I want 2 bowls just to make sure.
The last
Is it a-
episode.
Go ahead.
I was like the last episode we were talking about Wadapalooza
Yep.
and how Monday we played volleyball
Yeah,
and how much fun it was.
that was a great.
But
that was a
we
great
were
time.
having mixed discussions on the teams and how it went.
We
Tell
should-
us your
Brent-
What
Yeah,
did you?
yeah.
wanna
Well,
give us a
how did
player
you
rating?
feel? Yeah, give us a player rating, all 3 of us.
We want to hear
How
the
about that?
potential. We want to hear about the potential as well.
Yeah. The potential. If you guys didn't know, Brent pretty much play. Did you play professional volleyball?
No, I feel like that was written somewhere recently, and I did not
I would
play
believe
professional.
it.
I did
I
not play
believe it.
professionally. I was good, so I played in high school. I got a scholarship in college. I sat the bench at college. I didn't get a lot of playing time.
Hey, you and Jason can relate to that.
He was at a better school than I was for his sport than
Phil
mine.
once.
Yeah. Yeah, I did not get a lot of playing time, but rightfully so. And then I played beach volleyball and, you know, some more like volleyball indoor in Australia. So, I mean, I was good, but I wasn't, I was not making money playing, if that's what we're defining as professional. I'd go to a beach tournament, we'd win, it'd be like AA, and we'd win like our registration fee back in a t-shirt, you know what I mean?
Well, tell us
So-
your experience with us.
All
Tell
right,
us
all
about
right.
it.
So it was a lot of fun.
The potential.
A lot of heart, I would say, is an important thing I want to come across with. This is what they call a compliment sandwich, Jason.
Yeah.
Where I'm going to start with heart. I'm going to then enter into a critique that you're not good at volleyball.
Are you coming at me personally or all of us?
Jason first. There were
I want to
times,
hear about the potential, Brent.
and then that's the third part of the sandwich, right?
Okay.
The third part is I'm like, with that heart and with that natural athleticism, you know, there's potential. The sky's the limit for a young guy like you.
Okay, first part of the sandwich.
But yeah, so no, I think you guys are all pretty good. I mean, Justin was getting his setting down. Dallin's serves were good.
I'm a good team player.
Jason was mostly a liability. I remember both being on your team and on the other side, and I think, you know, every time the ball would go to you, there was like everyone was holding their breath. Because there's this sense of like anything, this ball could go in any direction.
It was honestly a sense of excitement. Like balls going
yeah.
to Jason, it's like I have no idea what's going to happen right now.
Yeah.
He's either going to yam on us or it's going to go the exact opposite direction.
Was it Jason or Dallin that got the block on Corinne like early in the first game?
I got the first one.
You got the
That
first
felt-
one.
Yeah.
that
Well, I
was
just
in my
remember
He,
like
he was really respectful about it too. I mean, he didn't.
Very respectful. Well, Corinne's usually pretty respectful too when she wins. Honestly, the most respectful. Like super humble.
Yeah.
I just
So-
remember like as soon as we started playing, like you came up to me, Brent, and was like, "All right, I just want to teach you like the basics of how to hit the ball," and I'm like remembering, dude, I got this.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna be hitting it like that. I'm gonna be hitting like one arm. I'm gonna be digging it out of the sand, bro. Just step back, bro. You've never seen this.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll give him like a quick 2-minute speed run of a couple things, and Jason's like, no, let's just play. I got this. I'm like, all right, okay. But yeah, no, it was fun. So Dallin,
That was my favorite day at Wadapalooza, by the way.
yeah, Dallin's wife Corinne, she played college, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it was 2-on-4. Dallin, Jason, Justin, and your friend Scott, right?
Yeah, Scott.
Yeah, and then it was Corinne and myself squared up against you guys. It was good. It was fun.
Hey,
we
we
lost.
brought
by
it.
the way.
Lost.
We lost.
They did lose.
lost.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah, you guys lost. It was close though.
Hey, I was on a winning team one time. That's all I can say, and I'm pumped to be able to say that because I think there's some people in this conversation that can't.
Jason, we brought up that you were not on a winning team, correct? And then I rememred Brent. We talked about this in the last one.
On volleyball, or are we talking about the entirety of that weekend?
Both, I guess. Yeah.
I guess both, yeah.
We were talking last week, Brent. I remember you made a comment at SoCal at how every time you took the floor,
didn't get any points.
You didn't get a point. And the one time your team did get a point, you lost your match.
Yeah, so like at Wodapalooza SoCal, my last ever team competition, like if I just didn't show up, we would have had the exact same amount of points. and I was on the floor for half the workouts, and then every workout I just give it my all because it's either 1 point or 0, right? The way that the Wodapalooza SoCal format was for the tier cup. And yeah, so I was like, oh, like we were almost there. No. And then the one time we won, which was the speed clean ladder with the bar muscle ups, there were 6 matchups and you just needed to win, more than half. So 4 matchups. We won 5. It's great. The one that we lost, it was me versus Adler.
Damn.
Yeah. And then really the one area that I could have really made an impact was the sand. Right, yeah. The movement, and like when we got out, we definitely got out strategized, and that stung more than the rest. Because I'm like, damn, that was
shout out Adam Knifer.
Yeah.
How did the tier cup compare to some of the invitationals you were at?
So the invitationals were like 2 hours tight, right? Mm-hmm. So it was just this 2 hour, kind of made for TV, 3 or 4 workouts, bang, bang, bang. Which was fun, but it was hectic. So there wasn't a lot of time to really like appreciate what was going on. If you've ever had, a quick turnaround in a workout, you know what that's like. And so you had 4 of those. So, the lead up was fun, and that I would say tier cup was more fun just because it was more spread out, right? Yeah. So we had more time to I got to know everyone on my team over the course of those 3 days a lot more than I did with the invitational because, we kind of had 1 or 2 days before. But then, you get to know more in the heat of competition. So, but invitational was still sweet.
At the invitational, everyone was doing all the workouts, correct?
It was just a team of 4, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 men, 2 women. It was 6 1 year. Like the first year, it might have been like teams of 8. And they're like, "Whoa, okay, this is too much."
I miss those big worms, though. Those things were crazy to watch.
The 6-person
worm. We
used
them at FitFest the last 2 years.
It's crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't. I mean, I remember the first workout. One of the years was 21:15.9, 4-person. It was the first time they brought out the axle bar for 4 people, and we did 4-person deadlifts. And so it was deadlifts, bar facing burpees, all synchro. And I'm not a great deadlifter to begin with. And then next to me was like Michelle Latondra and Caro, and so they're like so short. So I'm doing like a 600-pound rack pull because they would only help me to the knee, and then I'm doing the rest. It's like a picture of Michelle. Her arms are like bent, and she's like trying to help, and I'm looking like a ape.
I remember that video.
So that workout just absolutely crushed me. And then the women went out and they did a 1 rep max, and then the men had a little bit of a break, and then we did a max. And so there were breaks like that, but yeah, we basically did all the workouts, all of us. Yeah.
So good.
I think it was like when you talked about it being slower and getting to appreciate it a little more. I think some of my favorite parts was watching.
Oh yeah,
watching the team.
Oh, dude, are you talking about SoCal?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, me just freaking just doing everything I can to help you on that sprint workout. Both of you two going against each other.
Yeah, it was fun.
Was awesome.
Where does that rank on for me? I think that was the worst workout I've ever done.
Yeah.
It happened 3 times. Like full reset and then again. Full reset and again.
Yeah, what's funny is SoCal was, a lot of reasons for retiring, but I definitely enjoyed, seeing our team succeed and watching everyone else, even just watching Dallin enjoy things. I was enjoying that more than I was enjoying the warm-ups, the cool-downs, the competing, the training leading up to it. And I'm just like, all right, anyway. So it's funny you mentioned that you enjoyed it too. So I'm like, wait, maybe I should compete. No, just kidding. I made a huge mistake. No. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely up there. I think I was I think I just disassociated so much, and I'd done some intervals leading up to it, and we'd been doing a lot of echo bike workout stuff earlier in the year, so I think I was just kind of dead inside by that point. I don't even really remember it.
So if that wasn't the worst, then what is one of the worst?
How bad can it get?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it get worse than that?
So imagine you have
one of the worst workouts you've done.
Like think of if you have a bowl in front of you, right? No. I think what did they call it? The Madison something, but it was running, sandbag, burpee over hay bale, which is just 5 rounds of running and sandbag cleans and burpees. I mean, they're all just bad. You know, I mean, even honestly, like I
tell you, I would much rather do running and burpees over a freaking
that sounds kind of nice, Brent. I actually did that. I think I did that one way back in the day.
Oh yeah, just as a training piece.
Yeah. And then you get done, you're like, I would have came in second at the games.
Yeah. Oh man, I love that. just like he's like, yeah, that's about 100 yards. Just like eyeballing it. 40. It's like doing your 40 with your dad timing. You'd be like, that was a 3.8. Like you're going to the show, you know, or whatever. I mean, yeah, it was really bad. I think. I mean, there's just, I don't know. There's so many at this point that it's all just a painful blur.
Together.
It all just, and yeah, it was definitely wasn't the least painful event I've ever done.
Yeah.
But there's just so many. I mean, even the
you're just calloused.
I am calloused. Yeah, I think Pat would probably say the same thing. It's just you're just kind of dead inside.
He just would have been like this.
You don't
and
feel
so
pain.
they're all equally. And I think the last 2 years or so, I don't know if it's like a change in physiology, but I think because I've gotten stronger, but also maintained my aerobic base, like things have been more and more painful these last like 2 or 3 years, because I think I can push myself there.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. But
I feel that so bad. Like we just did a 2K, just like to kind of like get a number for rowing.
Yeah.
And like Cooper came over from like lab management, and he's like, I don't know why everybody just like complains about the 2K. Like it's really not that bad. And I was like, okay, because like I get it. You could row 2,000 meters and it's not hard, but like if you know, like if you actually have done a 2K full effort and you know your time, and then you're trying to beat that time, like. It's rough.
Yeah.
Like be able to like pace something and know your capability, and then be able to like push yourself to that is. I mean, everyone's been there. That's at least done CrossFit.
I think what's interesting that makes our sport a bit unique is that if you look at the Olympics and you look at the people finishing top 10 in the painful events, right? Like the actual, like the outdoor rowing, you know, the 2K run, the mile, whatever it is. Like, don't get me wrong, they're in a lot of pain. Like, I'm not trying to discount that. Triathlons. Yeah. They're so tuned in to that one specific thing that they need to do. It's just like, you know, even for like Dal and Jason, Justin, like think of a workout that has like all of your favorite movements. No matter how hard you go, like, yes, don't get me wrong, it's going to hurt, but it's likely those movements that are kind of just on the outside of what you're really good at, but still good enough that you're efficient at it.
Yeah.
And also, I think because we're still pushing in these, like, you know, longer, like aerobic, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, but we have this like really high power output and this really high strength, like the way that we're getting the work done on the rower is like a different way than a professional rower is getting it done.
Yeah.
Like he's leveraging different tools and different physiological systems, I think, that it's going to hurt us a lot more probably to get a similar or even a worse time than someone who's just so dialed in on that one thing.
For
that's
sure.
That's what I think about. And I think that's what I kind of meant before. Like I've been getting stronger and stronger. And then there's this mental thing like, okay, Brent, when you row 2K, it's going to take you whatever, low 6 minutes. And so I can still will myself to get there, but I haven't been putting in the work on that as much. And so I'm leveraging my power output per stroke in that first 3 minutes to get there. And then it's just so much more pain in that last 3 than, 4 years ago or even 6 years ago, I probably could have rowed a similar pace, but my deadlift was worse. And so it didn't hurt as much,
Yeah. Jason, you've almost rowed close to a sub-6, right? Like a 603 or 604?
603, yeah.
Dude, I
think James posted
why do I know all your numbers, Jason?
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I have that written down somewhere. Yeah.
6:03.
I do.
I do think I can go sub 6, but it would have to be at a competition.
Yeah, you're gonna wait on that one.
That's
So I
impressive.
have to have Dallin next to me.
That's getting like, I mean, you could go to like indoor heavyweight rowing, and actually like, you know, do all right, like place on worlds and stuff.
Yeah, that's about my 1K pace from
Yeah.
the 2020 games.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
What did you row in 2020 for the 1K? You had to put up a good time.
Yeah,
no?
it was good. It wasn't, you know, there was like a bubble of guys, and I think I was like 8th, right? And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I was so close to like 3rd.
Yeah.
Well, here, I got my laptop. I'll just
Yeah,
look it
that's
up for
right
you.
where I was, but I was on like the right side of it. So like I think I might have been like 9th or 10th, but it was like right on the edge of a 20th.
Right, yeah. Which is still, you know, I mean, that workout is what it is, right?
Yeah, dude, that was so bad. My PR before that was like a 3:04, and like Adam comes out of like, so that was like my first games, and then Adam wanted to make it really special. Adam's been to like 10 CrossFit games before, so he knows like how cool it is to like make that accomplishment of going. But it was COVID. We were in our gym, so he tried to make it super special. He created like a comp floor. We had like the whole gym there. We had like times and like announcers. Like it was crazy. We got like someone there videoing it. It was like so cool for me. And he walks out on that event, and he's like, "All right, his goal is sub 3 minutes," and like just tells everybody like what my plan is. And I'm like, oh, like if I don't go sub 3 minutes now, like I'm gonna look like an idiot. I think I went like 2:59.9, like barely made it.
I came 5th. I did 2:54.2. Oh, that's better than I thought. I was guessing.
No, that's not what I got. I was like, I think like a 2:59.8 or something like that. But I went sub 3, and I was stoked.
2:59 flat. But yeah, you were close to. I mean, 3:01 would have been 7 places, right? So.
Yeah, it was nuts. Yeah, it was cool. We had like the whole gym. I was like, all right, guys, like I don't want to like hit that adrenaline dump too early. So I was like, everyone needs to like I don't want people
Chill
like
out.
right when I start to be like yelling and going crazy. And I was like, Adam, just wait until like the 300 meter mark. And once I get to like the last 300, like let people like
Go
start
nuts.
going crazy, because that's where I'm going to go. And he tells people that. So then the first 700 meters, you could have heard a pen drop.
Dead quiet.
I was like, this is not what I wanted. So it was just so quiet. No music. Like, I just hear myself breathing. Like, this is so bad.
Just Fetty Wap on the JBL speaker, right?
There we go.
It was good, though. I
Dallin,
did it.
can you
It
crack
was-
3
it was
minutes,
pretty
you
cool.
think, on a 1K?
3 minutes or
I would-
250?
No chance.
250. Yeah.
A 125.
All right,
Did-
$1 million.
did Roman win with like a
$1 million or $10 million right now. 250.
Like to walk out into the garage?
You can warm up. Yeah.
$10 million. I'm gonna try.
I think he could probably do it. I think you'd be able to get 250.
You could, Jason.
Yeah, I think.
What
I
did
think
what did
both of you.
Roman win with? Do you have that?
I think he
pulled up?
did that at 250.
It was crazy, man.
He was like a
It was like
248.
252. I thought it was a 252.
And he just walked off. He just was like, yeah.
I think it was below a 250. Do you have it up?
249.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
249. 249.
You
I
guys,
want to
put,
say it was a 248.
you
Dude,
guys putting bets.
249.
248.9.
Dude
Wow.
how do I
could-
know this?
I'm getting $10 million.
Yeah. Probably a damper 10 too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
My favorite is when I
Ridiculous.
like get a rower out.
20 strokes
after-
per minute.
That was like when Roman was in Russia, wasn't it?
Yeah, because his first live competition across the games was 2022. So
Oh,
he
yeah.
did it. Yeah.
I do remember that. That was nuts. That was cool though. How did you like Wadapalooza? I mean, that was the first. Like, you normally compete there, don't you?
Yeah, so I think that's my sixth or fifth time going to Wadapalooza. I went once, just sponsor stuff,
Yeah.
and competed 3 or 4 times. I really had a good time. Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah?
was kind of curious going. The
You
whole,
did some
like-
different roles. You judged, didn't you?
Yeah.
How
so
was it being on that side?
It was good. I think I've kind of always wanted to give it a try, and then I was on like a podcast, and they kind of said, "Oh, you should judge," and I was like, "Yeah."
I would have loved to watch you judge. It would have been
I was
epic.
in it. I was like, I
Saw a
gotta.
video.
I don't want to like let these boys down. They were in the RX men's teams of 3, and so they were good. They knew what they were doing.
Just some teenager walks
No.
out.
Well, they'd said that at first, and I said no. I'm like, I don't. That's gonna mess with like
That's fair.
some 16-year-old is going to just probably
I know
freak
me
out.
walking out as a teenager. If I had you as my judge,
I
it
would
would
not.
not
I
have
would
ended
not
well.
like that, dude.
No, and so they
Everyone's
asked,
watching you.
Yeah.
yeah, and just the
All of a sudden,
yeah.
have a huge crowd out there.
Yeah. So the guys that were, they asked them in the warm up. They're like, or as they're kind of taking the field 10 minutes before, like, hey, like Brent's going to judge you. Is that cool? And they're like, yeah, sure. It was good. It was. It's hard, right? It's just I've judged or I've reffed. That's what they call it in volleyball before.
Oh.
And sorry, yeah,
I've
I've refereed volleyball, and that's a lot. I mean, I think it's a lot easier, no matter the level. Just because with volleyball, you see something happen, you blow your whistle, and you can kind of take a second and go, okay, what did I blow my whistle for? Right, it was the net, it was that player, and you can take 5 seconds, right? Oh, jeez.
My bad. Guard dog. I'll mute myself.
Yeah.
Jason's got that dog.
He's got that dog. But
Got that dog in me.
with nearly every other sport, you blow your whistle and then you have a moment to like collect your thoughts and then tell people what's happening next, and the play stops. Whereas here you're keeping count while giving a no rep. Ideally, you're saying, this is what I wasn't good at, is I would say no rep. Ideally, you give like a single word or two that tells
Depth.
them,
Yeah.
depth or target or,
Yeah.
like synchrony or whatever it is that they're not doing. And I just wasn't capable of doing
Dude,
that.
it seemed like it wasn't going to be that hard, and I thought I would just like be really good at it, just like
Hard,
I'm an
man.
athlete, like I know how this works. Like
Yeah.
I've gotten mad at so many judges, I'm gonna freaking hit this thing perfectly, And like I've never said anything bad about like judges to them.
I know.
You're just really frustrated in your own mind.
Yeah.
But I did the open announcement at the Arnold.
Oh, okay,
one year.
cool.
Well, not at the Arnold, but like at Rogue during the
yeah.
Arnold. And like Mars and Heber were there, the Buttery Bros, and they wanted to do the workout after. So I judged Mars, and it was the 1 to 10 back down to 1 of deadlifts and burpees over bar.
Okay.
I think it was 2022. I completely made him skip a round. And he had to redo the workout. I felt so bad, and he called me out on it. Like he goes up, and he's like, it was like round 8, and then he finished round 8, and I thought he was like then going on to 10. He's like, I thought this was 9. I'm like, nope, it's 10.
No.
Wait, it was up to 10 and then back down?
Yeah,
100 reps.
Really?
yeah, and it was
I don't
you
remember
did
that.
it.
I don't remember that. I know what you're saying. I don't
That was
remember
that was like a year ago.
that. That was not a year ago.
Two seasons ago.
It was pretty
You know
recent.
how many workouts I've done since then? Think I remember all of them? No.
You've done like 6 open workouts since then.
Yeah, then you got quarterfinals and all those.
Anyways, yeah, and then we like went back and watched the video, and he like sent it to me of me completely skipping around. I felt so bad, and I don't think I've judged anyone since that time.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
Sorry, Mars.
I had that happen to me in an open workout where the next morning I was actually driving a 4-hour drive to pick up Claire. She was moving to Australia to live with me, so I was like stressed. We hadn't seen each other in months. And then the guy that morning, I was doing the workout Friday morning, and then I had to go to work, and he miscounted a round. So then I was like, I have to redo this like the day after Claire gets here. I was not very happy with him, but he's a good friend. Yeah.
Are you someone that normally like redoes
No.
like workouts?
Not
No?
the open.
One
I
and
mean,
done?
yeah, usually one and done. I just tried to like get a good strategy, hit it once, and move on with training. Yeah.
Didn't you guys one year do like punishments?
Yeah, that was a big that helped with my Instagram.
We in for
following back
punishment,
in the
Joe?
day. We called it. You can. What was it? Hashtag open humiliation. Some of them might still be kicking around on Instagram.
Okay.
What year did you guys do that?
I'd be
It
down for
would've
that.
been
Hey, I'm down for that.
I'm down to do it.
Commit,
I'm
Dallin.
also in.
2015, 2016, 2017.
Oh, you guys did it for 3 years in a
At
row.
least might have been 14 as well. Yeah, there was a
That's
handful
legit.
of us. It was
I'll
fun.
just go ahead and take the L on the
It-
machine workout
I mean, it
between us.
added some pressure, and it was fun in the group chat. Just
Did you redo any of those?
well,
Did you redo them because of that?
Yeah, we need a
Or
standard.
like, did you guys like, hey guys, we're
What were
doing
the
one
rules?
and done?
yeah. So
yeah.
there was
How did you guys
there
do
was
that?
one year where the rules were very poorly defined, and Scally snaked in and redid it, and Mitch was not impressed. It's like he told everyone to score. Oh, I lost, and then he redid it and posted it. He's like, "You got to do the punishment now." So
Wait, Mitch
but-
who?
Mitch Barnard.
Oh, Mitch is
Wasn't Jason Carroll a part of it?
Yeah, it changed throughout the years.
How many people did you guys normally have doing it?
I think the most it was 4 or 5.
Yeah.
5 was a bit of a crowd. I think it was just too many, but the sweet spot was definitely that the 3 to 4.
Did you ever have to do a punishment?
Oh yeah, probably more than anyone else. I mean, I can send you the list, guys. I mean,
No, definitely. What was some of the best punishments that you did
what's
or
the
someone
worst
else
one?
did?
the wasabi cracker was good. Just like
wasabi
just eat a
full of
spoonful, or a cracker full of wasabi.
Did they have those hot chips back then? Remember the 1 chip challenge or something?
I got that Carolina Reaper pepper in my.
I got a story.
Wait, let's hear it. Let's hear it, Dallin, real quick.
Okay.
We're on the
I'm
topic.
at Jason's house, and his sweet wife, Grace Ann, is making us some dinner. She's making burritos, and Jason's like messing around over in the kitchen. I was doing something, and I come down, and like my plate is there, and I'm hearing Grace Ann whisper something to Jason, and Jason like, shh. Jason had cut up a Carolina Reaper and put it into my burrito.
The whole thing.
And I'm like about to take a bite, and Grace Ann's like, I can't let this happen. She stops me. I slide them out, and I took a bite. It didn't matter that they were gone. It was so hot. It touched my tortilla.
That would have been
he would have killed me.
awful.
He would have killed me.
And then somehow,
the best part,
I don't know how, but it got under my nose, and I don't know how. But
Probably
my
didn't wash
nose-
your hands. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. It was probably that. But I was like touching my nose, and we went and played golf that night, and I just remember being like, Dallin.
it was on the way home.
Yeah, on the way home, I'm like, Dallin, my nose is burning so badly right now, and I'm like, we got home. I'm like we're supposed to be having a good time. It's just me and him. I think the girls were out doing something, and we're playing PS5. Some other guys are at the house, and I'm like, dude, I'm totally like not here right now. Like my nose is so pissed, like mad, and they're like, dude, it's not that bad, bro. It can't be that bad. I'm like, you have no idea. I'm out here in the kitchen putting freaking butter on my nose, like shoving it in my face. Dude, it was so bad. And then I'm like, dude, Dallin, if you would have put that entire thing in your mouth, bro.
Pause.
Pause. If you would have ate that entire burrito with that on there, you would have been in the
Gone to
hospital.
the hospital. Yeah. The whole thing was in my burrito.
And it would have ruined that weekend because it was a great weekend. It was the start of the weekend. So
this
it would have
podcast wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Either
All
you'd be
sorry,
over the friendship,
Sorry,
yeah.
Brent. We had
Yeah.
to take that detour real quick, but we're coming back.
Oh yeah, that's all good. That's all good.
Coming back. Open punishments. What were
Carolina
some of
Reaper.
the other ones?
Oh
Carolina
man,
Reaper.
I mean the wasabi one comes to mind. I don't know. I'll have to send them to you guys.
I remember the poem.
Yeah, there was a poem that Pat
Oh
did.
yeah, there's a poem.
Pat did a poem,
Yeah.
which it would have been so bad if we can't do a poem. We're not creative like Pat.
Dude, I'm trying to think of something like extreme, not like where it would take a big part of your day. Like for instance, like if you lose fantasy football, like you got to go do like the Waffle House challenge or go take an SAT again. Like I'm not trying to like inconvenience anybody's day.
Please, let's do the SAT. I want Jason
Dude,
to
all right,
take
hold on.
the SAT.
We need to
We should
potentially
take an
think of
IQ test.
all right, if we want to do that, we need to have the punishment for whoever comes in last overall. That would be
the big one.
the big one. Because I'm not trying to be like losing open.
Just
I gotta go spend
just
the
like
whole day at
open
Waffle House.
leaderboard, just like the open leaderboard, whoever gets last,
Yeah,
or whoever loses the most workouts.
whoever
Or
gets
we'd
open.
have to like establish our own leaderboard too, and it could be like 1 point for first, 2 for second, 3 for
That's
third.
what I'm saying. Like, do we
and
do our
then
own
just do
leaderboard,
that.
or is it overall?
The overall could be.
I think
interesting.
overall, because let's say we want
overall's
to work out
rough,
down
though.
on that rower, we're gonna need a lot
That's
of
what-
people to get in that thing.
The thing that sucks is when you have like a max, like the 19.1 with like the 19 wall balls, 19 cal row.
Dude, I hope that's a
There's-
repeat so bad.
I know you guys can crush that, and there's so many fit CrossFitters out there that can crush that. And then there's people like me that are games athletes that have won the games that can't crush that.
Bro, you would do fine.
I would do a lot better now. That was a rough one for me at the time. But anyways,
even-
you guys watching, if you guys have any good ideas, some milk miles, whatever it is, put it in the comments.
Milk mile, oh man.
We'll do some like all 4 different types of milk. Are there 4 different types of milk? There has to be. Strawberry,
But
chocolate,
can
whole.
the punishment
almond.
affect the next day of training?
Yes. It doesn't matter yet. I mean, okay, it depends how you're saying affects.
Like if I do a freaking milk mile, I'm gonna be out
Oh,
for
is
a
your
week,
tummy
bro.
gonna hurt?
It'll mess up my macros.
If I gotta sit and
Then I'll have to tell Jenny.
Y'all are a mess. Anyways, I think we should do it. You guys
Yeah.
need to put some of the frickin'
By the way, Justin, I definitely have a better IQ than you. No cap. Anyways, next topic. Brent, tell us more about the PFAA.
Okay.
You know, Jason, you're really good at this podcast thing. It's between this and volleyball that term. Maybe your next endeavor.
Hey, he's a streamer. He's going to be a gamer streamer, too.
Oh yeah.
He's a jack of all trades.
Oh man.
Diversify.
Yeah, diversify.
But actually, what do you do? What do you do without spending 6 hours a day in the gym?
Yeah, what do I do? I mean, I mostly sit in this chair, which is good. It is comfortable,
You
actually.
got
Yeah.
a good chair? Sit in a good chair?
No, but it's comfortable. Like I don't know. We've had it for a while, and it's good enough.
Nice.
A good chair is, it's a luxury I just can't afford right now. I'm not willing to eat a bunch of grapes in a bowl to really step up my chair game. But yeah, I'll give my little.
Imagine the chair you could get for 50 grand.
How many
grape.
how many grapes would you eat, Hopper? And then we'll come back to PFA. I do want to talk.
I
about
told
that.
you 100.
Was it 100?
You would not
you would
actually
not
eat
eat
100.
Yes,
10%
I would.
chance.
10%, bro?
Are you eating like one and then just like chewing for a bit and like waiting to see if you die? Or
Okay.
are you just like pounding grapes?
Yeah.
Jason,
Just,
if
you're just
there's-
like, you're going to pull 100 out?
All right,
and
let's
you're
play.
just like,
Let's play. What are the odds? How about this? Let's play. What are the odds? That's 10% chance. And if I lose, then I would die. Let's just play this out. There's
10
100
grapes. 10
Huh?
grapes. One of them kills you. Are you still? How many are you eating?
If there's 10 grapes, I'm eating one grape.
Okay, I was just making sure it's still the same.
Yeah, for $5 million, right?
Yeah,
Basically,
dude.
yeah.
Like, bro, it's common sense, dude.
It's common sense.
It's not even, dude. It's not even gambling. It's just math at that point, dude. It's just math.
it's just making money. That's what it is.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with it if you're gone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Just pour this hand.
Yo, I am financially wise. That is a stupid thing if you do not take that chance.
Anything less than 100 or anything more than 100 is a bad choice. It's only the 100.
Yeah.
Exactly. 101 is like, bro, what are you doing? And then 99 is like, bro, come on, bro.
Grow a pair.
Grow a pair.
Oh man.
I asked Grace Ann how many she would eat, and she's so wholesome. Love her to death. She said, no grapes. I don't need more money. I need more life. How's that? Same, honestly.
She's just now finding out that you'd eat 100.
Yeah.
When she goes back and watches this.
She doesn't listen to this.
I don't think she's going to listen to this.
No.
I don't think
This
you're.
is not a show for Grace.
I don't
Ann.
think you're the target demo. Grace is not the target demo. Grace Ann, sorry. Oh man.
Just that side tangent.
Oh.
Grace Ann can run some mad routes, though.
Yeah, when
Just
are we?
wanna throw
When are we
that
gonna?
out there.
How are you gonna post that video?
We're going to put it right here, right
The
now.
question is, do you want me to
Grace
expose
Ann's
you with that
running
video?
I played the dummy and allowed Grace to get her reps in. So
That is
Allowed.
not true, bro. I
Allowed,
stumbled
baby.
back. You were
I was trying
She
so
put
hard.
the shakes.
and I was I was playing the dummy when I played volleyball. Come on, Brent.
yeah. Yeah, that would have been quite the acting performance if you held that up all day.
Alex was just hitting her every time.
Maybe-
Wanted her to like lay out for
I
catches.
wanted her to be like just a few inches taller.
Maybe if
Dude, hold on. Context. We get Grayson to throw, like, run routes, and we get down a big quarterback, and he's throwing missiles at this
I was
woman.
not throwing
missiles, dude.
I was leading her perfectly.
You are not.
You know what would be something if there's all those beach courts at SoCal, so if some of us are at SoCal, we should play again on Monday.
Rematch.
But then also, I wonder, I mean, that'd be something if Jason this whole time was just playing coy, and then he puts money down on the SoCal games, the 7-8 month long con.
You know what I do when money's on the line, Brent. I step up, bro. I step up.
10%.
You best believe if we put money on the line at a volleyball match, I would be 10 times better than I was when you saw me with no money on the line.
How much money you willing to put down on a game?
Whatever. Write the check.
Stay tuned for Waza. So
the more money, the better I get, honestly.
There's like literally not enough money in the world where I would put you on my team. Oh man, I would have to cover. So if it was just me and Jason versus you two, I don't know what odds I would need.
Come on, come on. If you showed me like $1 million, I'd get it done, Brent. You just have to trust. You just have to trust, bro. Just trust, bro. Just trust. Hey, Brent, look at me. Look at me. Trust. Look at me in the eye. Trust. I'll get it done. I don't know how I'll get it done, but I will get it done.
I mean, this is coming from someone, myself, who's lost a lot of money at CrossFit competitions trying very hard.
But the thing is, like, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same because I'm in control. I'm in control of getting that ball over the net. And CrossFit, dude, so many other factors. You can't control what Buddy's doing next to you, but I can control getting that ball over that net. That's why I'm confident. That's why I'm confident. Let's write the check, Brent.
There's actually like no other factors in CrossFit.
Yeah,
it's your own lane. Nobody can step in it. It's literally just you.
It's like, Brent, just finish the lunges, for crying out loud. Just get there. There's no ice. There's no Home Alone marbles. Like, there's no booby traps. No one's throwing a ball at you. It's just like there's like 5 lunges. Just do the lunges.
But we're talking about winning, bro. We're talking about winning, and you don't control that.
Oh man.
Okay. Man, that's good. But anyways, Brent, what do you got going now? You're doing PFAA. You're taking a different role.
Yeah. So PFA. I mean, really, like the reason the PFA started is, just professionalization of the sport, right? Myself dedicating my life to it. I was lucky that it was a full-time job, right? And same as for you guys, right? Between sponsorship, between prize money and other, opportunities, it's like it is work. It is a job. Yeah. And until the PFA, there hasn't been a unified voice to represent the interests of those athletes that are trying to make it, a professional thing for themselves. And we're looking for the professionalization of the sport as a whole. So what does that look like, right? It's athlete representation, it's athlete advocacy at multiple events, and then it's bringing more structure and consistency to those events, which we can advocate for. We're not necessarily the ones as an athlete association that are the ones to like enact or upkeep those sorts of things. That's the job of like the competitions themselves, the governing bodies, and so on. And those are just the things that the PFA is willing to do, and that's what I've been working on while I was competing. But obviously, a hell of a lot more time can be spent each day when you're not a slave to training. As you guys know, it's hard to get stuff done in between all the training. And so, we're looking for fair pay is something that all athlete associations look for. Working conditions is the other thing. And, we're looking for a governance structure that has a meaningful say with the athlete input. And I think that's even more important in sports that are new, right? Sports that are new and evolving and changing so fast. It's like making sure that you have active athlete voices that understand the concerns and the needs of the athletes right now. Because the ultimate goal, right, is to legitimize the sport as a whole. So the future generations, like that's kind of my thing. And maybe I might have said this. I know I said this to Dallin at one point. It's like, I'm like really grateful for the opportunities that I had while I was competing. And just like I'm sure someone like Dan Bailey is like, damn, like Brent got to do cool stuff that I didn't get to do. And it's like, I need to make sure that Dallin and Jason and Justin have, cooler opportunities, better opportunities, more money, more athletes getting to experience what I did, and then more getting to experience things that I didn't have, and more stability, and for the sport to thrive. And I think you can look at the history of a lot of other sports, and there's a bunch of ways those things happen. But one of those really powerful ways, it's hard to do, but it's athlete unity, and it's athletes vouching for what they need. And then there can be like some struggles at first figuring that out, and there's some maybe resistance. But when it happens, really good things come of it. And then good things come of it for everyone as well. Owners of competitions, brands, athletes, their coaches, their agents, all of that stuff. But I think at first it's, we're making it work slow and steady.
Oh, yeah. And like almost every other sport has it too, you know?
And for good reason, right?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of that's the thing. I think, I can say that like other sports have it, and then there's maybe the retort of, well, they have it, well, we don't have as much money as Major League Baseball, right? Or something like that, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's very true. And they probably never will, like baseball, football, soccer, ice hockey, all of those things. But that doesn't mean that the athletes making a living don't deserve representation, doesn't mean they don't deserve safe working conditions, an active say, and an independent process by which they can voice concerns and be confident that those things are being handled. Accountability to those things, consistency, right? And there's unique challenges in our sport that relate to the unknown and unknowable nature, that relate to the community, but those aren't unique just to our sport. There are other sports that have those same things, whether that's like rock climbing. A cool one is like rock climbing's at the Olympics, right? And they don't know the route that they're climbing up until like a few hours before they take the floor at the Olympics.
Dang.
So there's route setters that set those routes. And so, there's an unknown and unknowable nature to that sport as well. But there's rules in place, such as you can't create a route where there is a downward jump. So you always have to be going like climbing up, or you can be climbing down, but any sort of like jumping motion, which is, defined by like a certain amount of distance between those units. Yeah. They can't go down. And that's for athlete safety, right? Yeah. And so there's tangible ways that those things can be put in place. And that's something I've been aware of. I just didn't have the time to do while I was competing, and now I'm learning more about that and learning about their pathway, because there's still a recreational component. Like you can still go in the woods and climb a rock, and you don't have to know the names of the best athletes in the world at the Olympics doing rock climbing, right? But there can be both, right? I think they can live. There's a sweet spot there where they can live, and I think you can obviously understand the similarities between what we have and the awesome stuff that goes on at the affiliates, but then also the fact that, hey, we've got 4 guys on the call here who are lucky enough to have made a living competing and, wanting to create better opportunities for us, for the sport as a whole, and then, for the other athletes that aren't on this call.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, trust me, the people on the PFAA, love this sport, and, all we want is a success. I think some people, for some reason, don't think that.
Yeah, it's
but,
okay.
It's 100% the case. But side tangent, though, I don't know why this, made me think of it. Dallin, didn't you just go rock climbing?
Yeah, I'm actually going again in an hour.
Oh, sweet.
Are you hooked?
Well,
Are you rock climbing or bouldering?
We were just bouldering last time because it was a smaller gym, but I used to go a lot when I was younger, and then being in Utah.
Why are y'all going so much? Have you not seen the
that
World
one
Fitness?
move where you grabbed it and then you put your heel on it?
That was actually where I started last time.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, it's just something that's fun and also grip strength.
Dude, I know at Boise State they in their student gym they had
grips?
just a rock climbing yeah. They had a rock climbing wall, a little bouldering section where you can go do it. But anyway, bouldering
it's a lot of fun.
It's super fun.
Yeah, it's really
You gonna
hard.
get a membership? Is that your active recovery days now?
Checking out a different rock climbing gym today, and then we'll see.
Free market.
Are you looking to kind of incorporate that in a weekly thing?
I'll probably just get a punch pass and when I need to go do something fun just to take my mind off, and it's competitive.
Yeah. I thought you guys said it wasn't supposed to be competitive.
Well, okay, a fun competitive, because Ty Jenkins is down here. It's if Ty hits this route, I have to hit this route before I leave.
Exactly. Are you guys using it as a Thursday recovery day, kind of hey, this?
We're just kind of
community building.
Kind of whenever, as long as it's not before a big upper body day, because the next day your fingers are just slow moving, very sore. But it's fun.
Jason,
Laura Horvath does it, and she's freaking legit at it for one, and her pulling and grip strength is nuts.
I think she was I'm not like super sure, but she competed. I think she was a Hungarian champion or something in her whether it was her
parents
age
and stuff
group
are like like own a gym or really into it. I feel like I remember hearing that.
I'll ask a question. Jason, Justin, what do you guys do? Like, is there anything like very not CrossFit training?
PS5.
That you do? That's physical. Let's say that's physical, right? Like, is it like, do you go, I don't know, play soccer, or is it just CrossFit training?
I would say it's just CrossFit.
Yeah, which is fine. That was most of what I did too.
I like bounce between a lot of different things, for sure. But like today, like it's like our active rest day, and like me and Ellie, we always like go try to find like, I wouldn't say like a hike, but like there's like a green belt that goes around the river. Like we always go walk that. Like take Theo, he goes and swims, and then we like go try to find a coffee shop and like go get coffee, and like that's kind of like our way to like disassociate.
And I go on walks. Is that what you were asking, Brent?
No, but I'm just saying like things that I do. But like also like I just get weirdly obsessed with like random things. Like I got like really into slacklining for some reason.
Okay, cool.
And I have like a slack line in my yard, and like I go hop on it all the time.
Okay,
you know?
cool. Yeah.
And like I put like a mini hoop inside the gym, and like a lot of times my warm up is just like yamming on the mini hoop. Like right now it's snowing outside. I have like 2 basketball hoops at my house, so I have like a kind of like a small full court basketball, and we just play pig and that stuff like all the time. I bought like rollerblades one time, just like rollerblading. But just like random things. I like bounce around a bunch. Right now I have a little headband that I put on. There's a ball, and I sit there and punch it.
I thought you were just saying you wore a headband just as like
got into headbands recently.
Just really big into headbands.
I've just been playing video games. I will say, I think I need to clarify. I bought this PS5, and I've been playing the same amount every single week. I bought this right after the CrossFit Games, and I went to Rogue, and I was on the podium. So I just don't want anybody to think that I'm like sacrificing all of this stuff. And the reason I'm not going to do well at the CrossFit Games or whatever competition is because I've given my life to the PS5.
Oh man,
yeah. I just need to clarify that.
Yeah, I think it's a funny. But I am borderline addicted. But also, if anyone told me to stop, there's no possible way I could stop ever. I can't stop it. I think there's a funny thing around, like the media of our sport can really glorify, and all sports, like this idea of total consumption to like winning. Like that's all I can do. And it's like, yeah, but you can't actually be in the gym all day. And if you are, it's not as though you're in the gym actually doing sets and reps all day. And so,
for sure, dude. I got a video made of me one time because I was playing Nintendo Switch before Wadapalooza, and me and Ellie were playing this like sword fighting game, and I posted it, and then there was a video made of me being like, "This is why he will never win the CrossFit Games." And I'm like, because I'm playing Nintendo Switch. Like, cool. Yeah. And then we won. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah. It's interesting. I mean, yeah, you can't just stare at a wall or like write lines like no work, all play, make, like you can't just like obsess. It's like you do have to do other things. And for me, that was usually, working on my business or working on the PFAA or working in the other company, because that's just how I wanted to spend my time. And I don't think it massively took away from competing. I mean, and if it did, that was my choice. But yeah, whether that's PS5 or reading books or doesn't, like, you have to do something. It's always funny.
Since becoming a homeowner, I feel like I've been putting more time into that. So
yeah,
I've been pressure washing, washing, chopping wood.
What are you pressure washing? Did you buy a pressure washer?
I have a pressure washer. Yes, I've been given one from my dad. So
I was like, that's like a dad thing. Become a pressure washer.
Yeah, that's sick. Playing around with that, just playing around with stuff like that. Just, it's honestly good. Like getting out there, it's like at first it's like, okay, I really don't want to do this, but then once you're out there, you find a flow. With anything else, So
dude,
it's just like
mowing the lawn is one of those that is just like, man, I really enjoy this.
I always hear Pat talk about how, like, with training, you can put in this huge day of work, and then like you're closing the gym to leave, and you have this feeling of like, what did I do all day? Because there's nothing to show for it, nothing physical whatsoever. So on the days when I clean out the sauna and the grill, clean up the backyard, or yesterday I scrubbed the gym floor. It was like, I feel very accomplished right now.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
see what I did?
Yeah.
And there's progress.
Yeah, it's training's so interesting because it, first of all, no one else can do it for you, right? There's hardly any other job where, someone else can fill in with nearly every other job and do just as good at work as you're doing. But training, like, you can't tag team your own training, right?
That'd be awesome.
It's just you.
That'd be sick.
And then, but then, yeah, there's also this, unlike most things, again, there is a point of diminishing return, right? And so you leave a day of training and you go, oh, did I do enough? But there's also this possibility you did too much. And there's only one way to find out, and that's like, do I get a higher placing at the next competition in a sport that's constantly changing anyway? Is
that how you kind of like really gauge that? Because it's like that's definitely something I know all athletes deal with, whether they want to talk about it or not, is like volume, especially like different times of the year. I feel like games training is a little bit kind of, everyone has their way about doing it, but like your training right now should look very different before like the month going into the games, like at least volume wise. How did you did that change a lot for you throughout like the years, like as you were able to like get fitter and better? Did you feel like you had to put in like less time, it was more very specific, or was it always just like intensity changed, or like how did you navigate that? Or did you use anything to like, because I don't know where I saw it, but like there was someone that said that like, oh, in order to like see where my CNS at, I would do like a max vertical jump, and if I was like not within like a certain percent of that like jump, then like I knew I needed to take a deload week or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question, and it probably deserves a long answer. I think the short answer is it depends.
Sick. Awesome.
Yeah.
Great answer.
So I will say this.
Wait, there's no secrets?
No. I mean, I tried something once related to the CNS where I think it was someone was telling me about the Australian national team, and they had a combination of their HRV in the morning. They had their grip strength, so you do the grip strength test, right hand, left hand, and then you do like max number of taps on a screen. So there's like an app you can do for 10 seconds. You tap it as fast as you can.
Dude, I'd be doing that all day.
And so I was doing that. I was trying to track that. I was tracking it relative to my performance. I was doing that for like a year. I used to have a Whoop where I would track it, and I was like writing down these subjective things like, how did I think my sleep was? Did I have a ZMA supplement or not? Did I have melatonin or not? Before the app actually had that in there in a spreadsheet. And when it was all done, man, I don't know. I didn't really learn anything from it. It was just a lot. It was a lot of time, because I think, I'd wake up and there'd be all these signs that I'm like probably overstressed, but I'm like, but this is like week 3 of a 4-week block where we're really pushing the deadlift, and Thursday is like the most important day, and I'm not just going to not do it. So then I'd go and do it, and it'd be a good or great session. And you're like, but I guess, I mean, I could have just used that as like an excuse. I think those things have a lot of value potentially in team sports. So if you have a roster of like, 100 football players, or especially like the NBA of like 10, and 3 of them are all-stars, and it's like, hey, if Steph Curry's HRV is really bad the last 3 days, and we have, it's the 3-4 game road trip, and it's near the end of it, and his HRV is terrible, maybe we just don't get him to train hard this morning, because the risk of him hurting his hamstring or Achilles is a multi-million-dollar risk, and we'd rather him just be fresh for tonight's game. So it's kind of more, maybe works, I think, in that scenario really well, whereas I think probably the quickest answer is that I developed a really strong belief and trust in the program, and had a say in that program, and based on like what was working, what wasn't working, but like, okay, this is the amount I'm going to train per week. This is the plan. And then you fit your life to make that work. So if you have to sleep more, you sleep more. If you have to eat more, you eat more. If you have to take care of some stress stuff, you try and take it out. And it's like, listen, this is the work that needs to be done for me to reach my goals. If that's an hour a day, or if that's 6 hours a day, like, I believe that, and my coach believes that, and we trust each other. And I'm going to find a way to get that done, unless I'm like proper sick.
Yeah.
Would you ever quit in the middle of a workout if you weren't getting the right stimulus?
Once a year. Yeah.
How about you, Jason?
All the time.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, yeah, there's probably, I'd say one, and there'd be times where, you know, coach would write a workout and it's, you know, toes to bar, overhead squats, double unders, whatever. And it was there for a reason, like, you know, we're building towards something. But there'd be some weeks where I'd say, hey, like, I did this and I got this very mediocre time. Like, I just rolled through it. I took long transitions. I was not feeling energetic today. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get the reps in. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to roll through the motions and be okay with that and know that, like, that is actually a very important part of training, is just rolling through the motions.
And like on that, I think like I like defining like a purpose before you do the workout.
Yeah.
Like you can have like the purpose of like, hey, I'm gonna get like the fastest time possible, or if like, hey, like, okay, like I know my output's not gonna be great in the rower, but like I'm gonna focus on like my stroke. Like I'm gonna make sure like my chain's super level. I'm reaching with my arms, like my leg drive's good, and like you'd like find different things to focus on, and like.
Have you ever quit in a workout, Justin? Stopped in the middle of it and walked away?
I mean, I want to say no.
Dang.
I don't think I have.
Dallin did that in an open workout. Think about that.
Hold on. There is so much context. There is so much context.
I have had workouts in my training where I just like decided, like, I'm like, hey, I'm not going to be able to do this with the right intent, and like completely changed it, or maybe just like talk to Adam like, hey man, like I just didn't have it in me today and I did not want to do that, and instead I did this. But I think just out of like purpose, what
if it hits you in the middle of that workout though? All that, like you going,
I don't ever want to. I never let myself know that I can stop. Like that's just like a non-negotiable. Like I'm never just stopping. Like I'm gonna finish it, and I'm gonna get it done, by however long it takes me. But like I'm not gonna let myself just be like I don't know. It just feels like my mind won.
Never go full hop.
I'm not quitting. I'm not.
Okay,
by the way,
I have quit like where I did something and then I felt something weird and I'm like, hey, I'm done. Like I'm not gonna still
like
go.
Injury.
Like injury wise, I've definitely done that. But like, yeah. Anyways,
I would like to.
It's not even called.
It's fine. You don't need Dylan. You don't need to explain yourself.
You don't need to explain yourself.
He does.
I'm
it's okay.
explaining because it was the last workout.
You quit, Dallin. You're a quitter.
It was the thruster chest bar, thruster bar muscle up.
Got too hard.
I had one to quit on it.
I'm
got too hard.
I'm redoing the workout Monday. I'm already not going to beat my time by as much as I want to. And I'm like, okay, if I...
Were you still going to beat your time?
Listen. I have 3 muscle-ups left. And I said, I need to hit these 3 muscle-ups unbroken or I am not going to beat my time. I do 2, and I fail the 3rd 8 seconds before my time. My time passes by the time I even look at the bar again, and then I walk off and finish my training. I had 1 rep.
Come on, you got to finish that 1 rep.
You had 1 rep left?
1?
I failed.
You could not do 3 muscle-ups in a row?
No, wait. So just from like a wait. So just from like a from a completion standpoint,
3 muscle-ups.
Oh no,
I already had a time.
Yeah. So okay. So I mean, I've failed muscle-ups. So like I've been there.
These were bar muscle-ups.
Yeah, I know. Did you So were you Were you 1 rep? Were you 1 rep away from finishing the whole workout, like having like a time?
Yes. He had 1 rep in the workout left, and he quit.
Hey, Dallin, can you just do me a favor and just go out to the gym real quick and do 1 muscle?
I've done enough. Yeah, I had my time.
That's crazy.
Whatever it was, like 9:30, and my other time was 9:40. I'm jumping up at 9:25, hit 2. It's over 9:30 already. I'm like, I gotta hit this rep, or it doesn't even matter.
All right, dude. Honestly, we're past like the whole like time thing. We want to go back to the 3 bar muscle ups that you couldn't do.
Wait, what workout was it?
It was that thruster chest to bar, thruster bar muscle up.
I think it was the most recent open.
Oh yeah, I did good in that one.
Yeah, congrats, man. I'll find the video.
Can we let's also keep this ball rolling. Dallin could have came in like top 3 in the entire open, and he lost it on that workout.
That's not even true. Even
top
if
5.
I hit that,
top 5.
Not even true.
You were definitely top 5 going to the last week.
In the first 2 weeks, yeah, and then
it was a 3-week open. It was a 3-week open.
Yes, even if I finished that muscle up, those 10 seconds would have landed me like 170th.
You're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying you went into the last week.
Oh,
Dallin-
yeah, that's why I redid it.
Dallin, why are you telling Jason all this stuff about your open workouts? Was you guys do them together?
A lot of things happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
He fumbled that bag, boys.
I'm really happy you explained. You made yourself look a lot better.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Yeah.
Dude.
You guys
All right.
just did team at Wadapalooza, right?
I need to clarify 1 second. I don't quit a workout all the time.
Dallas, I'm going to send you a video.
I do not
Honestly,
quit all workouts all the time. Okay, let's just clarify that.
Video.
I just
Just
stop.
a handful
I just
a
stop
week.
in the middle of them.
No.
It's a difference.
You turn actual workouts into intervals by just taking 10-minute breaks to get water.
Yeah.
That'd be easy.
To be serious, only if something's like I'm feeling like tweaked in the middle of workout is when I'll stop.
Do you tell your coach? Do you be like, hey, man, I quit during this? Or have you ever just made up a
I never
time?
quit. I just stopped.
You ever just be like, I stopped?
quit,
And
I
then
just-
your coach is just like, hey, man, what was your time for that workout?
Quitting is when
do you make up a time, or do you say, nah, man, I stopped halfway through?
Dude,
Have you ever made up a time?
no. Quitting is whenever you quit something and you don't do anything else. Stopping is when you stop something and you go do something else. So I stop things and then I progress into something else. Like when Dallin just said that he stopped working out and then he continued his training. He didn't quit. He just stopped that workout.
Now you're on my side. Call me out.
He gave a great example.
Completely flip.
He's still
because I have this video pulled up on my phone. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna back up Dallas so he doesn't show this video."
Oh, man.
Open punishments are going to be so good.
And this is why our podcast name is
Yeah.
Do you guys have a name yet or no?
no.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. We've been just vibes have been good.
This is a bonus track.
All right.
I wanted-
Wrap it up.
Let's get this wrapped up. Brent, closing remarks.
Oh, okay. Closing remarks. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure what to expect with the podcast, and I think you guys really have some magic here. You guys have some great chemistry.
Do we have longevity
in the podcast game?
Yeah.
Like,
do we have a future?
do you
Tell us
think
about
we're
our
gonna-
potential.
do you
We
think
don't
we're
care
gonna
about the
be
now. We
sticking
care
with
about our
this?
potential.
Do you think we're like come July? You think we're still going to be hitting videos?
You know that-
releasing them every Monday.
You know that feeling you get in July, and you're like leading up to the games, like, I hate this day. Just this day, like.
I can't wait for it to be over, but I got to go do a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I
I'm
think
committed.
leading up to any competition, times are tough. Emotions are riding high, usually. Or low, I suppose, is probably the better way to put it. Maybe this will be a nice reprieve for you guys if you're leading up to a big competition, whether that's CrossFit Games or anything else. Maybe it'll be a nice reprieve, or maybe it won't be. I think it's always interesting, right? I think what's funny as you're competing is that's when people are the most interested in what you have to say, but it's when you have the least time to try to do those things, and
That's for sure.
it's a funny balance, right? A lot of demands on your time, especially at a competition. It's like, hey, autograph, or hey, do an interview, and you're like, I need to go win. I have to go cool down. I have to go warm up. But yeah, so this will be no different. But I think you guys have something special here. This is
We're
top.
excited. We're excited.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. We got a next episode. We're announcing our name. So
There we go.
That's the
Do we have
plan.
a future in game streaming?
Would you watch our video game stream? Is what Jason's trying to ask.
I've never watched. I've
we
never
played-
watched anyone play video games. on
If
the
we played
internet, so.
zombies one night.
That is something to say, Jason. Is I said we are going to stream, but I don't think I've ever watched a stream. But we're going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
It's
Go
going to
watch.
be good.
I think if you start to try to dissect your audiences too much and look to people that follow you and want to watch streaming of a video game, you're going to start to get to a pretty small number. Which
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, we
We're just
should
gonna be
we should cut it. I want to know the name, or maybe I have to wait with everyone else. But I'd love to hear the name if you guys have one.
We'll let
Because
you
we
know.
talked about it a little bit in
Yeah.
Wadapalooza.
We'll let you know what we got in the oven.
Okay, yeah, I'd love to hear it.
We'll let you know. And we'll get your it's cooking, baby. But do you have anything coming up? Anything going on? What people want to watch? Old Brent Fikowski?
Gosh, I mean, nothing competing wise, that's for sure. Yeah, just follow along with PFAA, I guess. That's really what I'm working on, and I'm excited to. We got some stuff cooking. It's going to take time. I don't have like a date on all of that, but I'm optimistic that some things are going to work themselves out here soon. So
You're the man, Brent. Thanks for your time.
Heck yeah.
Thanks for your advice. Thanks for your stories. We love you.
Sorry for all the interruptions.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
Sorry for the interruptions.
All the interruptions.
We're just being boys.
No, this was good. This was good, guys.
We're just boys who interrupt each other, man.
All right, Dallin, what do you got coming up?
New YouTube video just came out. Just training and rock climbing. So I'll post some rock climbing videos. Maybe I can.
I want to see one of these.
One of those.
Maybe not in this video, this one that's coming out, but like I want to see the progression.
Well, actually, in next week's there is videos of me rock climbing. So
yeah, y'all are all so selfish. Ask me what I'm doing. Ask me.
What are
Dallas,
you doing,
what do you
Jason?
got going? Oh, Jason, I guess.
It's Valentine's Day tomorrow, boys. I'm taking my lovely wife out to a nice dinner. Then it's her birthday on Sunday. Then
you're not even
Then it's your
cooking her
anniversary.
dinner?
I actually am cooking it. My bad. I'm cooking. I'm cooking for her a nice dinner.
He went out and bought dinner, and then he's bringing it home.
Gonna go out, go get some red wine. We're gonna have ourselves a night. Her birthday's on Sundays, and then our anniversary's on the 22nd. So we're gonna go to a nice resort.
Is her birthday what? The 15th?
No,
16th?
Yeah, 16th.
Ellie's is the 18th.
Dang.
Corinne's is the
I know.
27th.
Ooh, mine's
See?
the 3rd of March, so it's coming up.
Wow.
If you guys want to wish me happy birthday or anything, but anyways.
Happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday.
That was my happy birthday
Thank
to
you.
you. Don't expect one on that day.
Justin, what do you have? Justin Medeiros, CrossFit Extraordinary. What do you got cooking?
Well, Mondays we're releasing the podcast on this channel, so you guys are hopefully watching this on Monday. But Wednesdays we're doing Workout Wednesdays, and Fridays we're releasing vlogs. So stay tuned to that. We're doing another gym tour. We got a bunch of stuff. We're giving away barbells every 5,000 followers so far, but hopefully we get one. If you guys can guess how much weight we have in the gym, Brett included, send you guys a custom barbell with your name on it. It could be like the professor, you know?
Yeah.
Jason, if you got a custom barbell, what would you put on it?
I don't know.
Cash the check.
Boys interrupted.
Dallin, what you putting on a custom barbell?
King of the Echo Bike.
Oh,
You're lying to yourself, brother.
Sandbag King.
How about this? How about this? How about this? How about this? I told Dallin this, and I'll never be able to do this again. But by the way, if this ever comes out and Dallin does do this, you know it came from me. On Reps Ahead, I was going to get back to that bike, and I was going to bite with my hands behind my back on that last bike. And he is lucky I knocked him out sooner, because that would have been the end of Dallin Pepper. Thanks for hanging out with us. That is we're gonna wrap it up with that, and we will see y'all next Monday. Thank you.
peace out, everybody.